It's been a really good conference. It's interesting. I think one of the most interesting things is coming from an accounting background to come to a conference that's not just about accounting, and to be able to get ideas from other industries and other people who are focused on CX, but maybe not in my same industry. And just kind of that cross-pollination of ideas has been really great.
The client experience I thought was fantastic. I can't wait to go back and get that started. It's one of our strategies this year, so that'll be perfect timing. And secondly, this actual session here, the collaboration we had at our table was fantastic, and I am going to take something back from it and initiate it next week.
So one of my stated goals for the company is to routinely bring in ideas from outside of our industry, because they're dealing with different problems, sort of, but they're also a lot of the same problems, but they also have different idea thought processes and things like that. And so I'm able to actually collaborate with these guys and say, well, that's an interesting way. I bet I could bring that into my industry and look like this. I have all these resources that are thinking about things in a different way than I am.
It's wonderful. 5 minutes into breakfast on Tuesday, I was writing down things I was learning already from my peers, best practices they're doing. The collaborative environment is just really, really great. The empathy mapping was really intriguing to me. That's something I hadn't been exposed to before. Really putting yourself in the client's shoes, thinking about their needs and the because behind their needs and their questions, really kind of is an eye-opening thing for me. And I'm looking forward to taking that back to our team and really being more deliberate when we think about client interactions and using that empathy mapping to do that.
There's been a lot of an employee focus too, so there's a lot of employee retention. So I think there's a lot of information that I'm going to take back as far as different steps. I saw one that just had a whole breakdown of what they've been doing to kind of keep employees around. So I'm going to bring that back to my bosses and managers and say, hey, I think this will be awesome.
Implementing more of the surprise and delight into our customer journey, and really looking at the journey from beginning to end, and just realizing the different touch points that we could install into that journey and just help them have the best experience possible with us.
So it's been a great community. Now there's a broader spectrum of than just AEC firms here. But I think they all have value to add, and I've gained insight from talking to everyone. It's really a sense of community to me now.
This is a great way to help differentiate yourself, help retain your talent, which is always going to lead to better experiences for everybody involved, and in the end, make your life better because your employees are happier, your customers are happier, and you hear less complaints.